Welcome to the 1998 World Series of Poker from Binion's Horseshoe Casino in Las Vegas. Champions and celebrities from more than 30 countries have gathered to stake their claims to the coveted title of World Champion and the fabulous first prize of $1 million in cash.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the World Series of Poker, the 29th annual at Binion's Horseshoe. I'm Vince Van Patten, and I'm standing here with Jim Ulbrich, and we are watching one heck of an event, Jim.
Yes, this has been an extraordinary event. Over the 21 events that make up the World Series, we've had $12.5 million in prize money. This event, the main event, the $10,000 World Championship, started 4 days ago with 350 players.
Whoa.
$3.5 million on the table. We're now down to the final 5.
Well, it just shows you how poker is really growing. In fact, this year they're going to be doing a poker movie called Rounders, which will be coming out this summer, and I think it's very good for the game. In fact, there's 2 movie stars that are in that. That's Matt Damon and Ed Norton, and they played in this event this year.
Yes, actually, Matt Damon got knocked out by 2-time former world champion Doyle Brunson, who had aces. He had a pair of kings.
Sure. So it's been very, very exciting. And yesterday something happened very exciting. This is the first time we're going to be starting this table with 5 players.
That's true. This is very unusual. Never happened before. Normally we start with 6. The only way you could start with 5 is if 2 players were eliminated on the same hand. Right. And that's exactly what happened last night. Scotty Nguyen knocked out 2 guys from London, one with aces, one with 10s, when he made a flush on the very last card.
Well, it was late at night. We started with 350 players. We were now down to 7, all trying to make that final day.
Yeah, we just need one more and we come back to the final day. And believe me, nobody wants to be player number 7.
The crowd was getting a little restless, and it happened.
Now here's the hand we were talking about. Scotty's on the button. Jan Lundberg is already all in with 2 10s. This is Ben Roberts. He's all in. He's got 2 aces.
Look at that. He's got to feel great.
He's got to feel great, absolutely.
Right?
But he probably really doesn't want Scotty in this pot.
That's right.
He'd rather play heads up against one hand, make the final day. But here comes Scotty. Let's see what he's got. Ace Queen.
Oh!
Queen of Diamonds. Not in very good shape right now.
The pair of 10s.
Needs a lot of help. The 10s need a lot of help. Ben's in great shape with these 2 aces.
Oh my! And this is why we play poker, for this kind of excitement, this kind of action.
Oh yeah, watch this flop.
Oh, no.
You're just not even going to believe it. Scotty gets all the help. It comes Queen, Diamond, Diamond. So he's got a flush draw. The queens are no good yet.
The crowd was going crazy.
There's a lot of ways he can improve.
Right. Look at that.
And the foreigners were doing well up until this point. I mean, they won over $2 million at this World Series. But this is,
Ben's still got to feel pretty good. He's praying.
well, sure, he's got the best hand. The only thing that can hurt him now is a 10 or a diamond.
Oh, wow.
And sure enough, Scotty makes the diamond on the end, knocks out 2 birds with 1 deuce of diamonds.
Incredible.
The 1998 World Series of Poker from Binion's Horseshoe Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada is brought to you by Mountain Valley Spring Water, quenching America's thirst since 1871.
Welcome back to the 1998 World Series of Poker.
Our tournament leader right now with 1,184,000 chips is Scotty Nguyen from Henderson, Nevada. Scotty's a 35-year-old professional poker player. He's cashed in 3 additional events this year at the World Series, been at the final table twice. Currently in second place right now in seat number 1, we have Kevin McBride from Boca Raton, Florida. Currently in second place right now with 873,000 in chips. In third place right now with 829,000 is TJ Cloutier. This is TJ's 28th time in the money at the World Series, his 22nd final table. Currently in fourth place from Monona, Wisconsin, we have Dewey William. He's 54 years old. He owns a trucking company in Wisconsin. Dewey's starting out today with 376,000 in chips. And in fifth place from San Diego, California, we have Lee Salem. This is Lee's third cash of money. He's starting out with 240,000 in chips. Dealer, shuffle
Okay,
up
so
the
action
deal.
starts on day 4 with 300 and 50 players entering. That means $3.5 million on this table. What do you think of this, Spence?
It's just amazing. I mean, this is the largest prize money in the history of this tournament.
Absolutely.
And we're down to 5, which means even the player that gets knocked out 5th is going to get back $190,000.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having that kind of a payday for the worst case situation.
I know it.
Now our tournament leaders right now, Scotty Nguyen with over $1 million in chips, and Kevin McBride with almost $1 million in chips. They've got to be huge favorites at this point. Everybody else is pretty short stacked, so they're not going to have as much time to do some hand selection. They're not going to have the advantages
Scotty
that
opens
those two
spot
players
for
will have.
44,000.
Kevin McBride's got to be nervous, even though he has a big stack in front of him. He's kind of the rookie player in here.
TJ calls.
TJ calls. We've got to pot the first hand.
Well, this is kind of
$100,000
unusual.
pot.
The first pot, and a pretty good one.
King 8
Yeah,
deuce
we've got a
offsuit.
flop on the first hand. That's very unusual. Usually the players are trying to see which way the action's going to go.
Right.
The flop comes King 8 deuce, 3 different suits, so there's really no draws out there. No flush draw, no straight draw. Looks like Scotty's going to bet a little something here. 44,000.
Scotty bets 44,000.
Oh boy, what's happening?
TJ makes it
moved in
200,000.
I just bet my house.
Yeah, so we made a
King
very
8
fast
deuce
raise.
offsuit.
You'd have to suspect at this point that TJ probably has a king, probably also with a good kicker.
Now Scotty doesn't really have to take a chance here, does he? Because he has such a big stack in front of him.
Right, Scotty's our chip leader. More than $1 million in chips. He doesn't have to get involved. If he does get involved, he can't get hurt all that bad. But there's a huge difference between 5th place and 1st place, and that's what Scotty wants. He wants the $1 million, not the $190,000 that each one of these players is guaranteed.
TJ, such a great champion, has won so many different championships. This is the only one that's eluded him.
First pot's 191,000
really
plus
wants this title
$156,000 raise. Looks like the boys came
Can't
ready
believe
to
how long
gamble today.
Scotty's taking it. Oh, he
Oh, there he
passes.
goes. Huh? Oh wait, TJ did have the king with the queen kicker.
Welcome back to the World
Players are
Series of
playing
Poker.
with a $2,000 ante, $5,000 and $10,000 blind. The blue chips are $1,000 chips. The purple chips are $5,000 chips.
Scotty's playing with his
And the red chips are 10,000
sunglasses
each.
on, of course.
Each one of those red chips
I asked him
represents
yesterday
a body
about
they
it,
had to go by to
and
get
he
this
said,
far.
I said, well, do you wear the sunglasses because they're going to detect something about your eyes? And he goes, absolutely. I don't want anyone to see what I'm doing.
I'll figure this stuff out once.
So he feels there's a lot that poker players can see in people's eyes and see their pupils dilating.
Right, and Scotty is one of our pros. TJ obviously would be the other one. Dewey Williams, a serious player. Lee Salem is a high-stake California player, kind of new to the tournament circuit. Kevin McBride, brand new to the tournament circuit.
100,000 more, 150 to go.
So we've got a good mix.
You know, I played in that satellite against Kevin yesterday, or it was on Sunday, and we were down to the last 3 tables, and I had a hand, and I pushed Kevin all in, and we turned over our hands, and I was in front, and the only card he could have tied me with was a queen if it comes up. And sure enough, a queen came up, which kept him, had him survive in that tournament.
Size pair.
If he hadn't, he's out of that satellite, and who knows if he puts up his 10,000 to play this big one. So what I'm saying is that should be me out there.
So what you're saying is you're part of the reason he's here.
I really am.
It's got to be an
Oh
amazing
man,
feeling.
you are caught.
Double teamed.
Yeah, you are.
Yesterday I had TJ on one side and Mike Lang on the other.
Kevin now has the button. $5,000 and $10,000
Mike, you
blinds
check
go to
in?
Lee Salem and
Just,
TJ
he's only had
Coulier.
3 or 4.
If you notice, the top players don't look at their hands like Lee Salem in the blind, the first blind. He's not looking at his hand until it's his turn. He's studying everybody else's face first, and then he peeks at his card and then makes his decision. And that's what most of the pros do.
Yeah, and right now Lee is the low man on the chip total. He's got about 150,000, maybe 160. So he's going to have to make a move pretty quick.
$168 more.
He's going to go all in.
Lee Salem moves all in, 168,000 more, he says.
Is that counting the 50?
Yeah.
I don't know if I count that.
total?
Well, let me put the.
50 in
Put
the
50 all
start.
in there.
Huh? Put 50 in first.
So it's up to Kevin, right?
Okay, and then yeah.
Yes, as the action comes back to Kevin, 168,000 more. Jack McClellan's doing a chip count, get the exact
143
total.
more.
155,
Oh,
163,000 raise.
Turns out it's 163,000.
$163,000 raise.
Here he goes. Kevin looks like he's going to call this.
Yeah, he's got his mind made up. He's just waiting for a chip total. A little bit of nervousness there, though. His hand's shaking a little bit. Kind of hard to blame him. Been playing poker since January. He finds himself at the final table of the World Series of
Kevin
Poker.
calls, we got a $436,000 pot.
He's counting up, see how much will I have left if I lose this pot. And actually, he'll be in very good shape still.
There
we go.
He's there. We have our first all-in pot.
Come up, gentlemen. Kevin's got
Kevin's
ace-4
got
clubs.
ace
Lee's
four
got ace-jack
clubs.
offsuit.
Lee Salem has ace-jack.
Ace-4 clubs against ace
He is a
hearts, jack.
huge favorite.
Flop comes king 8-7 with 2 clubs. Kevin's got the nut flush draw. Lee's got the best hand with ace-jack right now.
Clubs.
Turn cards with club.
Yes!
Hold on.
You can kiss the nine
Kevin
clubs.
makes the nut flush. Lee can catch the 9 of clubs to make a straight flush.
Red rag. Red rag.
River cards are 5 of spades. Lee Salem becomes our 5th place finisher. Kevin McBride with the
That's it for Lee Salem. He finishes in 5th place, $190,000. Not a bad table. Stay tuned. We've got our 2 rounders, Matt Damon and Edward Norton, coming up next.
Welcome back to the World Series of Poker, where celebrities keep showing up. This year, it was Matt Damon and Edward Norton. Both good players.
I know it. And they're doing that. They did that film called Rounders, which will be out, and they got to play in the tournament. Phil Hellmuth and Huck Seed were kind of like the gurus for the event.
And you know what Matt said? Matt said this was the biggest rush of his life, and that was days after winning the Academy Award for Good Will Hunting.
I should know not to trust an actor. Don't worry, then we're going to give it all back.
What's that?
He said, get off it. I thought he had an ace.
You look like an executive of some kind, the way you sound.
Watch the World Series of Poker right here on ESPN. Not with a hand like that, though.
I'm standing here with Matt and Ed, who played professional card players in this film called Rounders, which I hear is terrific. But you guys did it for real today. You played in the World Championship. What was it like?
It was an absolute adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
It was something I'll never forget. It was great. It was great.
And you played against Doyle, and you had
I
a
sat
great
with
hand,
Doyle.
right?
Yeah, I had a. I lost the way I would have wanted to. I mean, I knew coming here that I was going to lose. I'm probably the, Edward and I was saying earlier, we're probably the only people who never entertain the fantasy of winning.
Right, sure.
mean, I knew I was going to lose. The question was how, and so to lose to Doyle, I had pocket kings.
Right.
He had pocket aces. So, I went after him with my final $6,200 and he took it from me. So it was a good. I'm going home with a story.
That's fantastic.
I went out very happily too. I had a full house. I had 9s full of 10s, and this guy Surrender, who's a really big player in the tournament, he had 4 10s. So I got crushed with an impossible hand.
How are these guys different? I mean, they're a different breed. They're sort of like a modern-day cowboy, putting up their own money and taking a shot at this type of stakes. How are these guys different in character and personality, would you say?
It's like anything else at the highest levels. I mean, it's like Wimbledon or Kasparov and Karpov in the chess tournaments. I mean, I think it's a lot like that to me because it's a very sophisticated game that operates on a lot of levels, both sort of mathematical and then strategic and then psychological. And when you're playing with these guys, there may be luck on any given hand, but over time, the really terrific players will crush you. It's like, and when you're playing with people at that level, it's like hitting with a Von Lendl or something. You are just totally outmatched, and you can feel it.
Right. And that is the key. It's palpable. You can feel it, and that's kind of what the rush is. It is like trying to swing at Roger Clemens' fastball. You might get a hold of one, and you might hit it really far, but I mean, how often is that going to happen?
You guys think you're hooked now? You think you'll play a little bit in your life?
We'll come back whenever they have us back. We'll
Anytime they want to stake us $10,000,
yeah,
we'll be in.
We'll be back to lose it. So.
Well, good luck with the movie. I hear it's great. And,
All right.
Let's have some fun out there.
You bet.
Yeah, two really nice guys. And that really picked up the action around here. A lot of spectators came in to see these two actors play against the world champions.
Yeah, good guys. You know, I think a lot of actors are fascinated by poker because of the acting element involved in it.
Oh, absolutely. You're always on stage when you're in a poker game.
Look like Dewey Wayne.
Okay, right now, Dewey Williams is our short stack. He's also on the button. DJ folds.
Phil Hellmuth is about to join us here in a second. Great poker champion.
TJ used to, seriously, just work on a ranch, right? He's just real cowhand.
Yeah.
Back in Texas.
And did you know that TJ was a tight end in the CFL?
I didn't know
For
that.
a lot of years. How many years, T?
What?
Tight end. 5 years of professional football, and he has some aching knees to prove it.
Well, I think poker, you know, I think it has it's kind of like what an athlete has to go through, you know, getting up for it.
Oh, absolutely.
And conditioning yourself, believing in yourself.
Dewey goes all in.
You're so right.
You know?
And if you're winning tournaments along the way, that's helpful. All right, here's Dewey Weem all in.
150,000.
There's about a 95% chance that they're both going to fold and Dewey just wins this pot. That's the way it goes in No Limit Hold'em.
Well, Scotty's out, but Kevin likes to see flops. He may give Dewey some action.
Uh-oh.
Scotty folds, Kevin
Here's
calls.
the 5% here. This man's found a big hand. Let's see what they have, gentlemen.
Kevin won't be hurt
I
if he loses
suspect
this
maybe
spot.
Dewey's such a tough player,
Probably
but I
have me, Dewey.
suspect Kevin might have.
Dewey loses this spot, he'll be out.
No. What is it?
King, Jack of diamonds.
Kevin's got King, Jack of diamonds. Dewey went all in for 139,000.
Well,
Dewey
Dewey's
has the
about
best
what?
hand.
3-2 favorite here?
About a 3-2 favorite with the ace, 7 offsuit.
Oh my God.
Flop comes King, King, 7.
That's a tough break.
That's a very tough break for Dewey William.
Oh, no. Not only 3 kings, but a flush draw to boot.
Dewey William becomes our 4th place finisher.
Diamond flush.
Dewey.
Dewey Williams played a great tournament in that 4th place.
$250,000 for 4th place.
Yeah.
Not a bad payday.
Let me tell you something.
Well, at least I moved
Give
with the
Dewey
best
some
hand.
credit here. He did have the best hand for a $300,000
Well, when you're
pot,
running good, you're running good.
and he got outdrawn, and that's part of the breaks of the game.
Made 2 new friends.
Next player out makes close to $500,000.
Not bad. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back to the final table action of the 1998 World Series of Poker. Now, the World Series is actually 3 weeks of non-stop action with over 4,100 entrants from 30-plus nations playing in games like 7-card Raz, 7-card Stud, Omaha, Deuce to 7, and variations of Hold'em. Over $12.5 million was paid, all this money put up by players, over the course of the 3 weeks. Okay, back to the final table action.
Now you're watching these 3 guys play. I mean, it's just great that you can be here because I know you're such a great competitor. You know, you should be out there. That's what you're thinking. What are these guys going through? What's it like at this point? You know, what goes through the
Well, I
minds?
mean, you know, you've got 3 guys. Kevin McBride is kind of an unknown here, so he's only been playing poker since January. But the other 2 guys, I guarantee you that their dream is to win the World Series of Poker.
Okay, the flop comes 9-7-6, 2 diamonds. Scotty first to act, he checks. Next card, 10 of hearts.
Well, this is the duel in the desert we were all looking for. Both men going eye to eye. 2 chip leaders.
Scotty checks again. Kevin still likes it.
Jesus.
Top
boy.
2 pair.
Oh, not too
Scotty dodged a bullet with that one.
Picked up a flush, straight flush draw.
Straight flush draw. Damn, Kevin, what'd you do, man?
And even Scotty's impressed with the Kevin's hands.
You taught me well when we played at the Commerce. I'm a quick learner. I played with you and I read TJ's book. That's all it takes.
That's it.
Win a super satellite, you're here.
Now, this was a huge surprise. There were 350 players willing to put $10,000 each up. Can you imagine? That's a lot of money. All to claim this title. Next year, we're expecting over 400.
Wow.
So this is going to keep growing at a huge rate, I believe.
Poker players are very intuitive. You have to be. You have to be able to read people. Now, how does that carry over in your real life? Do you think you have like an edge on people? Do you see through people a little bit more?
Scotty makes about 40,000.
Oh, we got a big
I want to
pot.
see this.
Kevin makes about 40,000. And TJ raises 120,000 more. Kevin calls.
Well, I'm a little bit shocked that Kevin just called a $120,000 raise from TJ because TJ is a very solid player.
Up comes 4-5-7.
Flop comes 7-5-4, 2 spades.
TJ moves all in.
And TJ moves all in.
400,000.
Call.
Kevin
400,000.
said
Kevin says call.
Unbelievable. Wow.
First $1 million pot of the tournament. Kevin's got jack.
More than $1 million in the pot.
TJ's got king, queen offsuit.
TJ
Wow,
has king,
what a
queen
hand here.
offsuit. He's got the best hand.
Right now.
This is over $1 million pot, I
Kevin
suppose.
has a flush draw.
Turn card jack makes Kevin 2 jacks.
When
TJ
card
needs
comes
to
the jack,
king
makes
or
Kevin
a
2
queen
jacks.
Without a spade.
Last card's a deuce. TJ becomes our third place finisher. 437,500.
All 3 players were knocked out by Kevin. All 3 had better hands before the flop.
Kevin just keeps making
I'll tell you
those
one
hands.
thing about this hand, that was very shocking.
It sure was.
It was shocking.
To make that call with jack 9 spades.
To him, he raised 40,000. TJ's been playing great poker all day. TJ raised him 120,000. There's no way in the world, you know, you should call 120,000 more with a jack 9 suited. No way.
Kevin read TJ's book. Now he beat the author. Sent him to the rail.
Okay, here it is, heads up play. And heads up play for $1 million.
That's right, they bring it in a cardboard box, less.
The world champion's going to get.
Unlike other sporting events where they give you a big check for $1 million, this is cash.
Absolutely, and it's the rookie versus the seasoned veteran. Actually, the rookie, Kevin McBride, was a little bit more money.
So down the stretch we go. Kevin McBride holding his own. Can he adjust to this heads-up play? That's the question.
Flop comes king, queen, 9 with 2 hearts.
Scotty, a seasoned
Flop comes
veteran.
king, queen, 9 with 2 hearts.
Kevin in here on a satellite, $220 satellite.
50,000, Scotty calls.
Looking to win $1 million.
Kevin bet 60,000, Scotty calls. 5 of clubs.
Only in America.
2 cards, 5 of clubs. Kevin checks.
Flop is king, queen, 9, 2 hearts. Turn card's a 5 of clubs.
Scotty bets 90,000.
Kevin checks to Scotty.
Scotty bets 90,000.
Scotty makes it 90,000.
Kevin talking to himself a little bit there, mumbling,
Mm-hmm.
trying to.
Mm-hmm. He talks himself into it.
Yeah.
Kevin calls 90,000. Give a card, ace of spades.
Last card.
Give a card, ace of spades.
Ace of spades. And Kevin comes out swinging right away. 200,000 immediately.
Both players take a walk.
What?
Scotty gets
Both
up quickly.
players take a walk.
And that move is going to make Scotty think. Now, there was a straight on the flop. A possible straight of 10 jack would have made a straight. The ace would not have affected that situation. It'd be an ace high straight now if that were the case. He moves so fast, he's almost indicating that that ace
Scotty
helped him.
raises 200,000.
Maybe made him 2 pair or something like that. Scotty's going to raise. Scotty's going to raise. Scotty is raising. And you almost have to think that Scotty's got a set or better at this point. Top two pair, three of a kind, or something better.
Before the flop.
Because he's just raising another 200,000.
Yeah.
He wants him to call.
That's right.
He wants him to call.
If that made Kevin aces up, ace 9 or ace 5, you never know.
Scotty may have flopped a straight. Who knows? But it's a big hand and he wants a call.
Mm-hmm.
And the pressure's back on Kevin now.
Oh, he throws it in. Yeah, Kevin calls, and Scotty's going to win this spot. Actually takes the lead for the first time in several hours.
Got a lot of excited backers there.
$2 million to $1.5 million for Kevin.
Good hand, Scotty.
And heads up is a whole different game than a ring game. The hand values change dramatically. You've got to play a lot more hands. You've got to steal a lot more pots.
How do I get the feeling that Kevin's like a nephew or she's just wasting?
I'm sitting here with TJ, who just had a real tough beat, finished third place. Well, everybody thought you were the favorite. You looked the most confident. You looked relaxed. You've been there before.
I got a little more experience than these boys do.
Right, right. Well, he's good for the game. He says he's only been playing for about 3 months, believe it or not. Do you believe that?
No, he's been playing a little longer than that. He told me he bought my book and read it. In fact, he bought it twice. Here's a man that bought my book and beat me.
That's poker.
Well, this is a great effort. Thanks for joining us, and
appreciate it.
Good luck next year.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Thank you.
Jack Binion has just joined us here, the owner of Binion's Casino. How you doing, Jack?
Good, doing good today. Exciting game. A lot of action.
What do you think of this new player? He's pretty much a novice.
I think right now, unfortunately, the lack of experience. This is what it really tells, and Scotty's manhandling him a little bit. He's going to have to get a little more aggressive if he hopes to try to win, especially now that he's so far behind.
Have you seen a player in the past be this much of an underdog, come up and be if he should win or be runner-up?
Not in a long time. And when you say an underdog, it shows what I've always said, that if you're not breaking par daily, you know you can't win the U.S. Open. The only way you know you're the champion is beat the other players.
Sure.
And the truth is, the best player might be playing in a kitchen table around Michigan right now, and he doesn't know it. Although, when I say that, let's face it, playing against tough competition makes you tough.
Right.
It's I know you're a great tennis player. If you'd only played tennis against a guy that can just dink the ball back and forth, you never can get good. You have to play against good guys to hone your game, and that's the same way here.
Jack, you know that I played the Super Satellite on Sunday. In fact,
right.
I almost knocked Kevin out. In fact, I did knock him out, and then he did a rebuy. Okay, you had to put in that rule about rebuys, right? And then he went on, of course, and he won that Super Satellite, and now he's doing this historic thing. It's amazing. His man put up $420, and now he's going after $1 million.
I know.
Tell us about that.
How we came up with the satellites originally, is that the players actually started the satellites because, you had to come up with $10,000. So 10 or 11 players 10 players got the bright idea that they would put up $1,000 apiece, and whoever won it would be able to get in the big game.
Right.
And it's obviously grown from there to where now like you say, a guy technically can take $200 and run it into $1 million.
It's just incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a good return on your investment.
Shows Jack 9 of clubs, got a club flush.
Pretty big hand
Scotty
going
had
on.
the aces.
Okay, so Kevin, the comeback kid, makes a flush to beat Scotty's 2 aces. Maybe this will get him back on track.
Welcome back to Binion's Horseshoe. We are watching the grueling duel in the desert. Who's going to crack first?
So, Vince, have you ever had a mountain of chips like that in front of Scotty? Just so big you can barely reach around it?
Yeah, that's because I own the whole box. I have a little poker game. I own the whole box, and that's about the extent of it. But no, I played one tournament where I actually finished 8th, and that was at a club in California, and that was a miracle. That's the best I've ever finished in a tournament. And I had a whole lot of chips for a while, as a chip leader, and that was a blast.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Oh man, it's like you're on the top of the world. And I think that keeps drawing everybody back here. We've all felt it maybe once or twice. And
Flop comes ace-4 tray. Kevin checks, and Scotty bets about 40,000. Kevin calls. Next card, another 4. 2 fours, ace tray, 2 clubs. Kevin checks. Scotty bets.
Scotty bets 80. Kevin calls.
80,000.
Ace 4 tray.
Kevin calls very quickly.
Clubs on board.
Last card, 9 of hearts.
The cards are 9.
Hearts.
I checked.
Kevin checks. Scotty stands up, and
Scotty bets 200,000.
it's a very large bet, 200,000.
oh boy.
Kevin goes all
Kevin
in.
moves all in.
2 fours, ace 9 tray on board.
Ooh, well, this could be it. He's going all in against Scotty. Obviously, if Scotty calls and wins the hand, it could be all over.
Yeah, and if Scotty calls and Kevin wins the hands, it'll be a whole new ball game.
That's right. He's right back in there.
How are you thinking about it now?
Yep, he is. What do you think he has?
Don't need the camera.
Ace, probably with a good kicker.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Can I do that or not?
Hey, you're committed.
Kevin wants to go to the bathroom.
Kevin asks Jack if he could go to the bathroom. Jack says yes, you're all in, you're committed.
I need to go all in to go to the bathroom.
Where you go?
He went to the bathroom. He says if you call, he's in.
Well, he's going to be hard to read from the bathroom.
200.
Well, look at this. I've never seen anything quite like this before. The crowd a little baffled by this move.
I'll tell you what, either way, whether this is a ploy or not, it seems to have Scotty shook up a little bit. See that look on his face?
Kevin just shoved him in. Let them pile all over each other as the chips went in.
Well, there's 2 fours on board. Kevin went all in. I think he's got the trip fours. What do you think, Jen?
Well, that's what Scotty's got to figure out.
386 is a raise.
Where he go?
He had to run to the bathroom.
Scotty really wants to read. He says, I can't call if I can't see him.
Kevin raised 386,000.
I think Scotty wants him to come back. He doesn't want to make a decision until he comes back and can read him a little bit better.
What happened? What happened?
He's coming back. Kevin's coming back in the room.
386 is a raise.
$386,000 raise.
Did you call, Scotty?
Scotty's still thinking. 386.
386.
Did you call?
He's deliberating.
Needling, Scotty. This is something you'd see at one of my poker games.
Not yet, okay? Don't.
No, we understand.
386,000.
Still counting, still thinking. Don't commit me yet, he says.
It's gonna be all over if I read you right, man. If don't, we play again. I call.
Scotty calls.
Scotty calls.
Kevin's got a 4-5 for 3-4. Scotty's got an ace-queen. Kevin wins the pot.
And so they play again.
Oh boy, he looks really shaken. Look at that look.
What do you have in his hand? A 4 and a 5.
He's got a 4 and a 5. On 4th Street came the second 4 for 3 fours.
He checked it right at the end. Sucked Scotty right into a trap play. Got him to commit for some big dollars there, and he's right back in the hunt here.
Right back in the game. Just takes one turnaround like that, and Scotty half knew it. Scotty was talking to himself the whole time saying, I don't know. If I'm reading you right, I've got you. If not, we'll play again. First real mistake we've seen Scotty make today.
$1,478,000 pot.
$1,478,000 pot. It's
So guess what? Kevin's now got $1,478,000.
it's a whole new ball game.
Scotty's got $2,022,000.
Let's see if Kevin can continue to baffle the world.
Welcome back. Our rookie, Kevin McBride, has just evened up the odds, winning a $1.5 million pot with a 4-5 offsuit.
So him playing those little 4-5s and 3-5s like he did
And
early
he
on.
plays a lot of them, which makes him dangerous.
Makes him very, very deceptive.
If the flop comes big, he's dangerous. If the flop comes small, you have to worry.
That's right.
Got to be Keith Vincent's nephew. The Jim Bechtel move, go to the bathroom. I call if we.
Right. If he calls, turn my hand up.
Check.
Ace King 9 on the board, 2 diamonds. Small bet from Scotty, 42,000. And Kevin calls.
Scotty bets 42,000. Kevin calls. Ace King 9.
Check.
Jack.
Turn card's
Two
a
diamonds
jack.
on board. Scotty bets 120,000.
Check to Scotty. Scotty bets 120.
120, Scotty?
Does he have a hand, or is he still steaming from last time? We may get to find out. Kevin says I
Kevin
call.
calls.
Last card.
River card's an 8 of clubs.
8 of clubs. Kevin checks. Scotty.
Scotty bets 300,000.
300,000.
Jeez.
Kevin folds. You had a straight
Kevin had
flush
2
draw.
jacks and a flush draw.
Scotty had a
Scotty
5-6.
Nice hand, Scotty.
Thank you, bro.
Absolutely nothing. What a great bluff. Scotty got even.
Good move by Scotty there.
Yes.
You're right. He was steaming a little bit there.
Steaming a little bit
Jamming
there,
him
but
down.
he's feeling good now.
Well,
Saying, I got a few moves of my own.
Very nice, Scotty. Very nice.
I'm sitting here with Susie Isaacs, who finished 10th yesterday. A fantastic finish. Susie, yesterday we interviewed you. You were very emotional after it. How do you feel today?
Today I feel very proud. Yesterday I was proud and elated, and $40,000 is not chicken feed, you know, and it's only the 3rd open field event I've ever played, and it's the first time I've ever played this event. But I also was very disappointed because I wanted to be there today so badly.
Now, you've won the women's championship twice.
Right.
And now you were 10th place here. Now, do you think this was this as exciting as winning the women's, or was this more exciting? Could you?
If I were there now, it would be so much more exciting. Now, I don't want to take anything away from winning the women's events. I was very proud of that. But I got to tell you that until last night, I did not feel the respect from these guys.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, and congratulations again on this great event.
I hope you want to talk to me again next year.
You know it.
Because I do something better.
You got it. Nice talking to you, Susie.
Kevin must have a big hand here. Scotty raised him 60,000 and he studied for a long time. To me, that's a telltale sign. Maybe he has some pretty decent.
Kevin checks. Scotty checks. Ace of spades. Kevin checks.
Yeah.
Scotty checks. Phil bets. Queen at the river.
$120.
Kevin bets 120,000.
I think Jack was needling me, the tournament director over there. He said the 2 gentlemen both checked. He said, but Phil bet.
So when he waited there before the flop and studied him for a long time, you put him on usually that he has a serious hand, so he's contemplating whether he was going to raise at that point or just
That's
call.
what I was thinking,
Right.
yeah. I believe Kevin McBride has ace queen
I
or
raised.
something.
Oh, what?
Scotty said he's
Scotty's
going to
gonna
raise.
raise.
I think Scotty has 10 jack here. And
Raises 300,000.
I believe Kevin's going to call. He called.
He calls.
Scotty does have the nuts. I bet Kevin has about ace-queen. Look at that. I called the hand.
Good call, Phil.
Looked exactly the way it was to me. Now, Scotty made a great play there that he checked 4th Street to give himself that free card, because if he would have bet 4th Street, he would have gotten raised and not even been able to call.
You send me down a
Kevin
stack
made a
of,
bad move there. When you say on 4th Street by checking that, he let him have a free card.
Definitely.
He'll take the 2 stacks of red.
Definitely.
If he bets, he has to go out.
That's all.
Scotty, on the other hand, made a good check, and he caught the Miracle Queen. He had 3 wins in the whole deck. The Miracle Queen came, and look at the payoff he got. He got paid over $420,000 because he checked it.
We'll be right back. Stay with us. See if the comeback kid from Florida can do it again.
The 1998 World Series of Poker from Binion's Horseshoe Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada is brought to you by Mountain Valley Spring Water, quenching America's thirst since 1871.
Welcome back to the World Series of Poker at Binion's Horseshoe.
The duel in the desert continues. We rock on. Both players looking a little fatigued at this point, maybe a little agitated, especially Kevin McBride there from Florida, the big underdog in this event, playing, of course, against Scotty Nguyen.
And Scotty's got all the chips, except maybe for, about 600,000 maybe at this point that Kevin's holding. And Kevin makes it 100,000 to go. Action goes back to Scotty, and he's there.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get a flop.
Ooh, interesting flop.
Yeah, 998. Flop comes 998. Scotty checks. And Kevin comes out firing.
What, he's probably representing like maybe a high pair or an ace-king or...
Well, he raised before the flop. You
That's
should have
right.
2 big cards, something like that. Maybe a pair.
Here he comes. Now, hey, Phil, how you doing? What do you think of this hand?
Tell.
Getting money ready to raise here. Oh, I guess not. He makes a lot of moves like that, doesn't he?
How much you got left, man?
maybe
That's how much have you got?
Constantly trying to make Kevin talk.
Mm-hmm.
350 maybe? Is that right, Jack?
It's okay.
Look at this. Scotty calls 100,000. Boy, oh boy, I have no idea what Scotty has at this point. I mean, he's giving indications like he has like a 9 or an 8 or something. I mean, we'll find out now whether Scotty has a...
That's 100,000. Scotty calls.
Oh my God, what is going on here? Could Scotty be slow playing a 9 here, Vince?
I think that's the play, if he does have a 9 or an 8.
Oh my God.
This card's an 8.
Scotty just moved all in.
Scotty bets all in.
I think Scotty has a 9 here, and I think he's going to get, well, we'll see if he gets called or not.
You think Kevin could have an overpair now?
I don't have any idea here. This is a very interesting hand here.
You call gonna be all over, baby.
I call. I play the board.
Kevin calls.
Scotty's got a 9.
Scotty's got a 9.
Scotty's got
Scotty's our new world champion.
Wow, what a hand here. Scotty played this hand really well. He flopped trip 9s here, and he just checked it. He trapped the man who's been doing all the trapping, by the way.
You played well. You played well. You're tougher than I am. You played well.
I thought Scotty may have had something powerful here.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's impressive.
lot of supporters for Scotty. A lot of supporters.
What did Kevin have in his hand?
He brought his whole family here.
$1,020,000 pot. One, Scotty Nguyen. Henderson. Our first Vietnamese world champion.
Thank you, Rudy. Thank you.
We did it, man.
I'm standing here with Kevin McBride, who's the runner-up now of the world champion. Kevin, what did it feel like? You called at the very end because the board paired,
Right.
full boat on board.
Right.
Tell us about that hand.
Well, I had a huge draw. I had queen 10 of hearts, flush draw, straight flush draw. I wouldn't have called the bet. The only thing is Scotty said if you call it, it's all over. I didn't think he was telling me the truth. He was. It's all over. It was a great play by Scotty.
So the verbal thing, the reverse psychology
Yeah,
right there,
yeah.
got you to call that hand.
That's what got me to call the hand.
Right.
That's exactly why I called the hand. If he hadn't said that, I would have folded the hand. I mean, it was all over for me anyway, in all likelihood, but I would have folded the hand.
Did you ever expect at the beginning of the week when you were playing that satellite against me,
Yeah.
which I knocked you out,
Yes,
and you had to do the
you beat
rebuy?
me.
I beat you. I should have been you.
I had to go to my wallet to get more money.
Did you ever think you'd be at the final table, the runner-up of this event?
Realistically, I didn't think I would be at the final table. Everybody dreams about it, and this is a dream come true. I mean, I was not a loser today.
No. Well, it's just a great effort what you did here. It's an inspiration for all the young players that aren't champions, to come out here and think they could do it just like you, and maybe we'll see you next year.
Well, I hope to be here next year. Thank you very much, Vince.
Thank you.
So this year belongs to Scotty Nguyen, the 1998 World Series of Poker champion.
This is my dream, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Sit next to you. Every day, before I walk out the house, I have the magazine at home. You have the picture with Stu Unger.
Right.
I just want to be right there next to you this year.
Okay.
And my dream come true. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You played good, you did a good job.
And I'm proud of it. Number one, man.
Tennis played a friendly game to see who would donate Doyle's $10,000 to Paul Newman's cancer charity. Players included Vince Van Patten, world champion Phil Hellmuth, Rounders star Edward Norton, Academy Award winner Matt Damon, Rounders writer Brian Koppelman, professional poker player Perry Green, Rounders poker advisor John Marinacci, screenwriter David Levine, poker consultant Mike Selza, and of course the favorite, me, Jim Albrecht. Matt and Ed played extremely well throughout the World Series, a feat noticed by many of the professional poker players, especially their tutor, Phil Hellmuth.
Well, I hate to say it, but when they interview me, I can't help it, but I've been telling everybody how bright you guys are. Ivy Leaguers, and they asked all the right questions.
Then why are we sitting at this table?
That's
a real good. Boy, Elmer's just looking at you, just figuring out exactly how he's going to chop you up.
Oh, he's looking at him saying, I hope he's still around when I have a hand.
Come on, compliment. The real
And Cole.
That's really the difference in terms of a guy Everybody likes to say that. No, come on, we're not doing that. Right. Keep knocking me out. No, it's just like... All right, let's get a free card then.
I'm just going to give everybody a water.
That's awesome.
No,
You're right, we're checking.
Everybody has water.
Why don't we have plenty of water here?
Yeah.
Should be right.
Go ahead. What? Check.
Valley.
That's enough.
Take it, man.
That's why
I didn't want to tell you. Don't underestimate. Edward's been playing a pretty tough game, and I haven't seen Matt make many mistakes either. Now, in fact, the only guy playing fast is right here. That's true.
Check it.
No. Got it? I'm going all in. I have 3,525.
35, 25, all in.
Another two.
It only costs you 2,925. What about you? You called?
Yep.
Show him. Oh no.
Let's turn him up.
Turn him up there.
Show him.
We got him.
I'm embarrassed about bad I am. Still at me.
Yeah!
Straight.
I got two scores.
Wait a minute. I thought this was a table full of actors and writers. What is going on here? We've been playing, what, over 2 hours and no one's gone broke? Oh, wait a minute. We don't have to mention that on the camera.
It's a long time. Now you're going to ask me to play for real money. It's all a setup. It's a long hustle.
Phil, thanks for playing with us.
Put out a world champion. Another one, he said. They're dropping like flies.
That was, I don't know.
Okay.
I swear he set me up.
Nothing like he's considered probably the best. Oh, we know.
Yeah, no, actually, he gave us a lot of pointers last night that actually helped us get through. I tapped.
Anybody want prize?
This morning. I know. Well, what kind of friend am I, huh?
2,300 all in.
Matt, you want another guy? You got one more on the ropes.
He's all in.
You want another guy?
You want to be the killer?
You're all in, huh?
Want to be the assassin?
2,000 we call for you.
All right, get him.
Going after him. He called you. You have a pair?
No.
No, wait, don't say yet. I want drama. I want drama. I want it all the way out.
I like Matt.
Oh my God, look at all this.
Matt's got it.
Sick him.
Sick
him.
We got some
Now, as odd as this may sound, while he's not a world-class player, that was the biggest thrill of the day for me. This guy's been riding me for 6 months. I got beaten by the better man today, Matty made a tough call there.
And me?
We taught him too well to play the nuts.
They just say Huck is out.
Matt was on a roll, but his luck ran out when co-star Edward Norton flopped an ace-high straight.
It's going to be a mystery, Cook. Nobody's looking.
Oh my God.
Wow. Oh. You're straight.
Straight.
That's up.
The worm.
Worm. Well done. We've done ourselves proud.
3,000 altogether.
In the end, it came down to a heads-up match between Ed Norton and Rounders advisor John Marinacci, who was sitting on most of the chips and all of the luck. But it really didn't matter. The real winners were going to be Paul Newman's kids.
Just open. Keep flopping.
Oh, no way! Oh, that's it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, for the one I want to clap.
Thanks, man.
Ready?
Nice to
meet you.
Well done, John.
All right, buddy, great. So we're going to charity. He's going to a good cause. Paul Newman's kids. He's a great guy. He does great work for a lot of these children, and we're having a lot of fun here. Lots of luck to the kids. Lots of luck to Paul. And I'm glad I won, and I beat all the professionals and all the actors to give it to them.
The fascinating mix of poker world champions and celebrity players attracted media attention from around the world. Of course, so did the $1 million first prize.